Hey guys. Hey, happy Sunday here in Northern California in Chico. It is not raining and we have no flood watch, so that's nice today. Weather's crazy in California, man. Northern and southern. Something else, man. Everybody I talk to from both parts lately is just everybody's just like, what is going on? Anyways, um, so the motivational video that I just stumbled upon, um, it's completely true. I'm gonna leave it with this link. It's completely true, every word, you know. And it took me over 46 years to really believe something like that. I mean, every single word's true, all of it, all of it, you know. And it it really hit me pretty deep because it was like, you know, in terms of Facebook, everybody that's on my Facebook account is I think a lot of you know this, is just, you know, obviously family and then friends going back to like damn near kindergarten through all the way up till this point in my life. There's no random people on there. Um, and I don't even keep the guys from my community of the Jim Rome show on there. That's different community on Twitter, and there's a couple on here like Geo who started the GoFundMe thing, and a couple of those guys that I consider brothers. I mean, literally. Um, but yeah, that's now you guys. That's who I keep on Facebook. It's all you people that have affected my life, and have been there for me. Um, good times and obviously through the dark times in the past couple of years, and of course lately the past 6 months. Um, so yeah, this is for you guys, all of you, you know, and of course all my college buddies, and we have a whole alumni group that's separate from my main page, but those guys they'll see this, but this is for all you guys. Yeah, that video, when I saw that this morning, it just happened upon my way on YouTube. I didn't even look for it. Um, really, Bird? You're gonna have? Yeah. Oh, we hear you. Typical, right? Yeah, we hear you. Anyways, yes, my name is Beakley. Is that all right? Okay then. There you go. Comedy, man. Um. Okay. Fly away, Chief. Jesus. Yeah. Anyhow. So you guys can see me. I'm always in a good mood every day up here in Chico, right? No matter what. Um, magical place. Um, anyways, to get back on track here. Um, yeah, it took me over 46 years to realize that every single thing in that video is true. Every statement, everything. And it wasn't for lack of everybody in my life. All you guys have influenced me. Um, like I said, through good or bad, you all have your own lives. You've got infinite things you have to deal with in your lives, and yet, you know, all of you guys, one way or the other, have had an influence on me in a really good way, great way. But I had to realize what they're talking about in that video for myself, because you guys can only do what you can do. you know, gals like Cassandra with her young son that's going through brain cancer. I mean, she can only do what she could do, man. You know, and God bless her for again for taking time out of her and her husband and her family's life to check on me, and she's an angel, man. But yeah, but you got that being said, you guys can only do what you can do, and then it's on me, you know. So when I got up here, on what it's been damn near a month and a day or two. Yeah, I got up here February 10th on coincidentally the train just went by. I'm sure you can hear that. Yeah, I stepped off, and like the second Keith picked me up, and got into Chico, like life changed. Like it's never changed before. The city and its town, and the town and the college, and just it changed my life. You know, talking to everybody around here, all the locals, whether it be students to the business owners like Kevin Riley that I've known forever. Known in terms of, you know, up here the 5 years I was up here, and then just known in terms of I know what he's been doing, how much he cares about the students and the college and what's going on with all the hours that I've talked to him since I've been here. Whether it be him or other local business owners like the bike shop owners I've talked to just Lyft drivers, to just anybody around town. They've been through so much, man. Those Paradise Fires they want me to do a documentary on, because quite frankly, I keep hearing that the one that was done was just a BS thing just to do one, and I don't even think the guy gave. You don't make money on documentaries, but if you do something like that, you give all the money back to the community. I don't think he did anything, and I heard it stinks. And that gets brought up without me bringing it up. So yeah, that the people and the stories that I hear about that the Paradise Fires and how it's affected Chico and the whole rebuilding, and I mean, people are literally rising up out of the ashes around here to rebuild themselves, and they don't bitch and they don't complain about it. Haven't heard one person bitch or complain about it. They just talk about it. So I'm definitely gonna do that, because we need it as Chico, and the story needs to be told about Paradise in Butte County. And yeah, man, there's too many heroes that came out of that. I'm sure that it's gonna irritate me when I watch that documentary, because I'm sure he didn't do it right at all. And believe me, Tony, you know what I'm talking about. Tony's gonna watch this and he's gonna go, yeah, Beeps, you're probably about to be right on that one. And he knows, and he's probably gonna watch it and be pissed off too and go, what was they doing? Tell this story correctly. Criticisms and positives, you know. So there's that. But anyhow, just that part of me being here, listening to people, and then the way I've been treated up here is, I didn't come up here for respect, man. I came up here because people said, come home. What are you doing down there? You've done enough down there. Went through your trials, went through that. Went through with your parents what you went through, and they're, you know, they gotta do their thing. It'll be okay. Just come up here, and you've done enough for the Oxnard community down there, and volunteering and everything you've done. Like, done enough, man. Let's go. Pack your shit, as we'd say back in the day, and come back home to Chico. And it's the best decision I've ever made in my whole life. I mean, just people are so nice and they just treat me like so great here, man. It's an honor to be here. Every day I'm blessed here. Um, just my confidence level and just I'm a totally evolved different person than I was before. But here's my point with me leaving that video. I'll finally get to the point. Is that I had to go through all that. I had to go through all the dark times, all the down times throughout the last 23 years. Had to. Has there been great times? Sure. If I had some laughs with decades of different friends and people and oh yeah. Oh, the high times. Amazing, man. But the dark times, the ones that some people can't get through that and they just keep going down the hole. I've had to reinvent myself about 2 times, the past few years because I got through one thing mentally and then had to kind of fall down to another one and then level out. And then, I fell and then went up, mentally learned a ton of things for 4 months and then fell not as deep, but sort of, and then leveled off, started to kind of climb uphill, get on the right path, knew the path, but had to get on it and got on it again. And then did what I did back in SoCal. And then now it's like, I'm not here or here. I'm here. And I've never been there on that path. Because believe me, I've been down that slope when I was back there in 2021. So if you can get off that, and you're not going to go from that to that, you're just not. You're going to have to pick yourself up and slowly graduate to kind of level, and then hopefully you can start doing that. But for me, hell, once I started doing that about a month and 2 days ago, when I started just doing that, I went, and that's where I am today. And it feels really good. But you can't expect everything when you get that down and you decide to pick yourself up. It's going to take a little while. So if there's any guys out there that, maybe are struggling, I don't know. I got a lot of people in my face over whatever is 250 people or how many it is or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with everybody's lives, and nor should I, or, personal shit. But if you are, just, you'll get there, man. Or gal. It's tough. But, and I still got tons of work to do. I mean, but that's just like mentally what I'm talking about mentally, that what I was just telling you about. Then we move on and there's things I want to do in life. I'm fucking 47, but it took me 46 years to realize what's in that video with all your guys' help, too. And my parents. But I'll end it on this. So 2 days ago, or when I first got here, Kevin Riley, God bless the guy, I was talking to him. He was like, heard most of my story. He goes, so what are you gonna do while you're up here for a while if you're not working on a documentary? Or I go, I don't have any pride. It's like I just need to get whatever work, and I did start working recently. And I said, I don't know. He said, well, there's the local radio stations. You got experience with that, and a TV station. I go, yeah, it doesn't have to be that. It could be really anything. Everybody's hiring. And he said, why don't you go down to campus? You're so connected and you care so much, and you're one of us. I go, okay. So weather permitting, I went down there and I went down to and talked to, had a couple meetings and talked to one of the guys that's in the, he runs like the media department. He was on TV actually here recently because they got over $700,000 in donations this year for this campus, which is like they broke a record. So I went down and I talked to him for like 30 minutes. Great guy. And he's like, "Hey man, why don't you go over, since your major was like communications film, why don't you go?" And it's spring break for these kids, so school's out, you know. So this was Friday when we had like sunny weather. He goes, "You should roll over there and talk to this one building where, the communications building, where basically all my classes were when I was here, and talk to the dean." I go up there and I didn't, I had not realized it was about to be spring break. So even the teachers and people are busy trying to get out of town, man, spring break. And I go up in there and I go in the dean's office. She's got like a secretary or like an assistant. And she's like, "Hey, how can I help you?" And I start telling her kind of my story about why I'm back. Not personal stuff. That's not appropriate. It's not about that. But about like what happened after I got out of college and like me, I got my degree in like communications film. I was in this building, yada, yada, like that stuff. Appropriate things, right? In terms of college, why I'm there. And she's smiling at me and she's listening. And she keeps looking over to her right. And I see her doing like, what is she she does? She's smiling and she's listening to me and smiling as I'm telling her. And she looks over again and smiles. And all of a sudden the dean comes out of her office. And she walks out, really nice lady. And she goes, "I'm sorry." She goes, "I was on the phone." And she's like, I guess she ended the phone call or put him on hold. She's like, "I heard what you were saying." And she's like, "I wanted to come out and talk to you." And really good conversation. And get this, in terms of like that video is called Dreams, right? I never would have thought this, because I told her, I go, "I'm not here to ask for a job. I'm here to give back. If you guys," she goes, "Oh, no, no, I get it." She goes, "I'm going to give," after spring break, she goes, she took down all my info. She goes, "I'm going to give your number to this guy and he'll call you, because they at least want me to come in and speak. I don't know on this curriculum because it's the halfway point, and it's spring semester, so school ends and then summer, and then you got fall. It starts for a brand new year." So she goes, "Oh yeah," she goes, "I totally want you to come in and speak to the students about what to expect out of the film industry, like reality wise, when they get out of here." Because I go, "I know what they really expect, because I expected it." She goes, she laughed. She goes, "Oh, I know too." So they're definitely going to have me do that at some point. And, some of the professors will have me come talk in their classes or whatever. But she gave me a very, very strong kind of she gave me a really strong how do I want to put this, kind of like, there's a good chance like I might get hired to work there in the fall semester. There's a good to excellent chance, I would say, from what she told me. And I'm not going to do that thing where you go, "Oh, cross your finger." No, I wouldn't say it if she didn't give me that clue. So yeah, didn't have to talk to me. Just heard what I said out of nowhere. Okay, we talked for like probably 15 minutes, something like that, which is a long time because she's busy and she's the dean of that college. So yeah, she was great. So there you go, man. Who would have thought? I didn't expect that. And I thanked Kevin too. He got back to me. I said, "Hey man, your idea was right." That's the point. If you don't give up, look what can happen. I might get to actually be involved at the college in the department that helped me with a career I had for 23 years, and that's going to be ongoing. There's no point in giving up. You just have to believe in you. And if you get help from other people, good Lord, be gracious like I am, because I have a support system like a lot of people don't, and I know that. So, but you got to keep fighting for yourself, because that's what living is. That's what living is.